I'm Steve Schultz, Senior Vice President and General Counsel at Purdue University, also General Counsel for Purdue Research Foundation. So we're announcing that Purdue Research Foundation is joining an expedition to go to Nikumaroro Island, which is in the Republic of Kiribati in the central South Pacific, to identify whether something in the lagoon of that island, called the Taraia Object, is the lost 10E Electra, flown by Amelia Earhart and her navigator Fred Noonan when they were lost on July 2nd, 1937. And we're going there on November 1st or thereabouts, and we will spend 6 days going there by boat, sailing from Majuro in the Marshall Islands, spend 5 days on the island, and this will be for the purpose of identifying whether that object is the Electra. The expedition is going to Nikumaroro Island to identify whether an object in the lagoon of that island in the South Pacific, called the Taraia Object for archaeological purposes, is the lost 10E Electra made by Lockheed and flown by Amelia Earhart in her attempt to circumnavigate the globe in 1937. Purdue Research Foundation is involved really in an effort to bring the Electra home, if you will. Obviously, we first have to identify whether this artifact located in the lagoon of the island is the Electra. But if it is, we'd like nothing more than to bring the remains of the Electra back to Purdue, which is consistent with Amelia Earhart's wishes. She had always said that she wanted to bring the flying laboratory back to West Lafayette for students to study once she completed her historic flight. And so when Purdue was approached about the idea of an expedition going to this island to explore and confirm this theory, Purdue Research Foundation thought it was worthwhile to do, because in some ways we're coming full circle, given that it originally funded her flight around the world. No other hypothesis that I'm aware of can put together contemporaneous radio bearings taken in 1937 at the time of her disappearance, radio transmissions that were heard in the days after her disappearance, 40 years of artifacts collected on Nikumaroro Island since the late 1980s, and most recently satellite imagery discovered in 2020, but now since traced to prior images that were first discovered or first can be seen in 2015. No other theory that I'm aware of can put Amelia and Fred Noonan on that island, but I think this one just might do it. It's always been a part of the Boilermaker spirit to have grit and determination. But also I like to think about our spirit of innovation and exploration. And this project involves a once-in-a-lifetime, once-in-a-century effort, not only to maybe fulfill Amelia's wishes and bring the flying laboratory back to Purdue, but solve this mystery that Americans have wondered about since the first part of the 20th century. And I think it's in the Boilermaker spirit to want to solve this mystery, and I think we just might do it.